Welcome to As One. We are here with Nafisa, the one and only lady with many hats. But today we're going to kind of focus in on a topic that she feels is something she's zeroing in on, and she wants the community to kind of listen out and hear out. So let's definitely put our hearing ear on, hit the subscribe button. Let's do this. Welcome to As One. Let's give her the floor. Welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes. So how's everything with you? Like, how's your day?
My day busy as
Busy?
a social work, as a mother, and also as a business owner. I've been really busy, but I'm glad I could make it in.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for your time. And so Ohio, we're just gonna start real softly here.
Mhm.
Ohio's weather, man. How you been enjoying the weather?
It's really hot.
It's hot, isn't it?
Yeah, especially wearing the hijab. So I
Oh,
try to stay indoors most
uh-huh.
of the time. So yeah.
Is it really like heavy? Or because the reason I asked, because I have locks,
hmm
and in the summertime it gets when I go in water or
hmm
like when I just have it hanging, it's heavy. So
Yes.
how's the hijab? Is it the same or is it?
It is hot,
Uh-huh.
but when you're home, you can take it off.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of times like we have an air conditioner everywhere, um, so it is hot but it's manageable.
Awesome. What's home? North side, east side, Columbus, where you at?
I'm from Northside, Westerville.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
familiar with that area.
yeah.
Did you go to school here in Columbus?
Yes, I went to middle school in Westerville, high school in Columbus City Schools, and I went to Kent State for my bachelor and my master's in my state university.
Kent State. I went to Akron U.
Okay,
So did you ever see any black girls?
I did. I did.
What year did you go to Kent State?
I went there 2014 to 2016.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
what
went
year?
you went I was there 20 I was in Akron maybe '09 to 2013, something like that.
So
But
you left right
yeah.
before I came. Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and start talking about social work because I know that's what you're focusing on.
Yes.
What brought you to that field?
So I majored in public health, and then I had a baby that was premature. As a young Black Muslim woman, I didn't know where resources were.
Hmm.
There was a social worker at Children's Hospital, gave me the best resources, and I was like, wow, my community doesn't know this. Immigrants doesn't know this.
Yeah.
I need to research. So I did some research. I met a friend that was a social work,
Hmm.
and then after that, I went to grad school.
Oh, awesome. So you're gonna stick with social work?
No, because that's crazy. I feel like, I mean, I know that social work, we care about people,
Yeah.
and nurses, they do the same.
Yeah.
And we're almost like, when it comes to case management,
Hmm.
we do the same work. It's funny because I'm going nursing in August,
It's like
but I will still be a social work. I'm
okay.
still going to be helping the community, educate the community. I work at Bakai Ranch.
Uh-huh.
I'm a supervisor there.
Okay.
So I'm going to still be there, but also I own a business. So being a nurse, I'm able to manage the
Let's
nursing stuff.
let's stay on this topic a little bit. I like this. So there's a young lady watching this right now, a young immigrant lady, such as yourself, and she's probably want to follow in your footsteps and be a social worker. Probably ran across you, really love what you're doing, really love what you're doing for your community, and now you're saying, "Oh, I did social work and I want to move into nursing." What is your advice to that lady, to that
So,
young lady watching?
so I'm not moving from social work to nursing.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm doing is I'm adding another degree under my belt.
Okay.
Because my business, you need DON to sign. So I can have both, one for my business, but then I love the community. And I love helping, new immigrants, um, minorities, anyone that needs help. It doesn't matter what color they are. I love helping them. So I will always be social work. But also I will say someone that is young,
Mm-hmm.
Minority, immigrant, I will say you can be anything you want
Mm-hmm.
and you can wear so many hats
Okay.
at the same time.
So sometimes that kind of impel people because it's like Have you ever heard somebody say, "Oh, a man with many hats um, is not as prosperous or something as somebody who study one thing and can take it so far"? How do you feel about that?
So I got my master's in social work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I will go PhD.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the highest level in social work I am going to. Um, and for nursing, like I'm only gonna get my bachelor, not the nurse practitioner.
Okay.
So yes.
All right. Well, they have you listening, young lady. Just make sure you know where you're going. Make sure you're driving. And yes, maybe you might want to start off in the social work field, but always keep your option open. I know one of the biggest things why people maybe strive from social work is because of the amount of money they make. I don't think it's very lucrative. That's why even when they get the bachelor, they go directly into the master program, and that's also a good thing. So, um,
Yeah.
also, so let's talk about your business. So you're a business owner, and oh, hold on, let's not jump. Let's talk about your kid. What do you have? A boy? You have a
I have
girl?
2 girls and one boy.
Okay,
Their birthdays are this month and next month.
but congratulations.
Thank you.
Also, I have 3 kids as well. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. So yeah, 2 boys and 1 girl. They're beautiful. So
So we're
kids
like
are
the
a blessing.
opposite.
Yeah, right. You got 2. So y'all outnumber, and me and my sons, we outnumber in our house too. So the
Yeah.
girls outnumbers,
Yes,
in
my
your
husband
house.
and
Yeah.
myself.
So and then we.
Yeah, but it's different having 2 boys. Are they next to each other?
Well, I have a 3-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl, and then a 2-month-old son.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
good. That's
yeah,
good. Yeah.
they're like young. I like back to back because it took me so long to have kids. It's like So you mentioned the business. So let's talk about it. So you have a home health care?
Yes.
Okay.
I started from scratch 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It was very struggle. And now it's doing okay. It's paying the bills. My sisters work there. I have like employee out, that goes to houses. And then I do the social work part. I'm not charging, but when a client needs help, my social work skills comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is it when you go into some of those homes? Like, what do you do? Are you bonded to go inside of homes? As far as like,
So for home health care,
yeah.
we do care for people that needs assistance with their daily living. Um, for me to go at somebody's home, I got used to it because social workers in a community base, you go to people's house, you have a therapy session, counseling sessions at their house. So I feel comfortable going in there.
Okay. The reason why I ask because I know certain professions, especially services, are like curbside services, or there's like door to door, and then you have to have certain insurance that bond you to go into the house so that way you're covered. So, what's the biggest like feeling or like what's the biggest drive? Like when you're providing these services, what's the biggest what drives you, like your day
And
to day?
yeah, and that is where my social work, because the love I have for social work, helping people, making their life better, whether it's home health care, we doing their daily living, nursing, we'll do like a wound care, things that nurses need to do. Also, the home health aid will like clean, help the person go to the bathroom and all that stuff, right? For both sides, I'm able to help someone that needs help. And it makes me feel better knowing that this person get the help they need.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, man. Wow. I did a. It's crazy because I used to work for the YMCA, right?
Okay.
And I used to do like this mentoring program, and I used to go into some homes, and I'm like, this how these people live. For me, it really brought me. One of my client, his name was D'Angelo, and he literally grew with me. And I remember this is when it got real when he called me on his graduation after like many years of me not talking to him, and he called me and he was like, "Iris, I did it." And he was like, and he actually, and then when I got married, he actually came down to come see me. So, and I hadn't seen him like 5 years. So whatever impact I had with him it lasted so long. So that was just so satisfying for me,
Yeah.
you know. And let's talk about the community a little bit. So you are Somalian.
Yes.
Walai, Inshallah, you know, all that
Yeah,
good
that's
stuff.
Arabic and Somali both, right?
Right?
Because we use a lot of Arabic words.
Uh huh.
So yeah.
Yeah. So when's the last time you've been to Somalia?
That's a good question. I did went part of Somalia, maybe 2015.
2015. Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't go like where my parents came from.
Uh huh.
Yeah, my parents came from Mogadishu, the city.
Okay.
So I haven't been there since I left. I was like a baby.
Okay. Well, you went back 2015 though, so that's
Yes,
good.
yes.
What's the state of the country then?
I mean, I went there for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing, going on. It was hot.
It was hot.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't stay here. So yeah, like, I mean, there wasn't anything going on at that time.
Is there any plans to like maybe moving back or anything like? For me, I'm Liberian, so I always used to get mad at my parents, and I love my Liberian people, but I came here when I was young. And my auntie even says that my auntie just was at my house the other day, and she was like, when I leave, like if something happened to me, God forbid, this is gonna be the last generation that sends money overseas. Like her generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the younger people after her, they're not like I'm not sending money overseas because I didn't grow up there. I don't have the relationships. So she shows me all this money she sends, and she's like, I hope you guys are taking advantage of what I'm sending because after me, I don't think the next generation is going to be able to, support you guys, I guess.
Yeah.
So like, how does that look for you guys?
So it's different. I don't know about all Somalis, but me, until today, I do send money. My mom will say, this person needs money, and I'll be like, okay. So there is people that gets monthly
Right.
bill from me, and I think what I'm gonna do is my kids to teach them because giving is good. If you give, you get better things back. So some generation, but I think like if you pass it.
But do you feel like when you give, do you feel like you're helping them, or do you feel like it's different, right? When you give somebody something, right, and it's like, okay, they're just receiving it and doing whatever with it because they didn't earn it, right? But then when you give them something for a reason, say they want to start a business and you invest in them, and that person can then take that money you give them and then flip it around because, like you said, you wear many hats, and we all know like cost of materials going up, cost of living's going up, so and things are not getting cheaper. So when you send $1 out of your household, that could literally come out of your family's budget for that month, and you know,
So the thing is, we have like a different, like sites. I would love someone to start a business if I had the money, right? But if I cannot give them the money to start, which is really good, if I could give them 10,000 to start a business, then I don't have to send them money. But back home, Somalia, there's no jobs, and if there's no jobs, this person does not have a way to survive. And I think this became a traditional. If you're in Western country, you send money to Africa.
Yeah.
Right? And it just like keep happening. And I think your auntie is right because if my mom is not here, I probably will not have contact with some of those people. But I enjoy giving.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. I look at it a little different. I feel like I love to give, I love to help, but at the same time, I feel as if, when you're helping somebody, they have to help themselves, right?
Right.
Especially like things are so expensive. I went to buy water the other day. The water used to be 79 cents. Now it's like $3-4.
It's more than that. Some places.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, not even a case of water. I'm talking about the single gallon. It's like I'm like, are you like, you know what I'm saying? You remember it used to be 75 cents in Kroger? Yeah. It's like $4 now.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But I don't know. I don't know. You make me think about it.
Yeah, for sure though.
Yeah.
God bless your heart. You know, you
Thank
need more
you.
people like that. So obviously she said she's gonna, the Somalian people are gonna
Yeah.
keep getting support from her, and that's a blessing to me. And this is a young, hardworking lady. What should we expect for you in the future? Like what's
Giving more, um, helping more people, because we didn't talk about this, but there's a lot of stigma going on when it comes to mental health in our community. And a lot of people don't understand substance and, drugs.
hmm
Sometimes the underlying cause might be a mental health, right? So I'm hoping that I am able to help the community,
hmm
to educate them, and get more people learn about mental health, so that way next generation they don't have to suffer alone.
So what does mental health look like in the Somalian community?
So if someone have a depression
hmm
or start like having anxiety or like psychosis, they will think that it's an evil eye. I don't know if your country they think that, but they think that somebody kind of cursed them. Like this person is doing
Mm.
so good, and out of nowhere, instead of having symptoms of mental health, they're like, oh, nobody liked for them to be good. So the evil eye. Or also, it can be like they using a drugs, where the family sometimes decides to not help the person,
hmm
so the person becomes homeless, or you know their mental health gets worse, and they will not get the medication, the treatment they need, because the family thought their name will look bad if they have someone with that diagnosis.
So, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's really important. And so essentially, if because we do this in West Africa too, in Liberia, it's like when somebody is deaf,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'll give you an example. My mom one and my sister was having a conversation one day, and my mom was like, "This is a Liberian thing." She's like, "Oh, that's a deaf and dumb person."
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So, but that's just what we say in
Right. It's a
Liberia. They say
normal.
deaf and dumb. So
Yeah.
then my little sister who grew up here, she's like, Mom, you can't say that. You
It's a
can't call them deaf and
disability.
dumb. It's like,
Right.
they are, she said that to use the word like they need American Sign Language or something. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And from there on, it's like kind of put
Yeah.
a
This.
different, I view it a little different now.
Yeah, and that's like where, back home, Africa, anywhere, disability is like a curse or like a bad thing. Um, but we in America, I'll tell anybody from any community, you have the resources,
hmm
whether it's a disability, mental health, addiction, go get the help. It's right there. And that's why we need a lot of social workers
hmm
in different countries, so that way they can help their community and give them all the resources they need.
So you see a lot of people knocking at your doors, a young ladies. It's a young man for these mental health issues. What does the demographic look like when some of these people you might have encountered within the Somalian community?
So I have a mother now. Her daughter is really doing bad. Someone gave her my number. She calls me whenever her daughter is. And the thing is, the Somalis that is using or have mental health issue, they go around where the community malls or shops are, right?
hmm
And someone calls the mom and says, your daughter is crazy, she's over here. They're not calling the cops. And she's like, call the cops for her. Like, call the cops, have them take her to a treatment place so she can get help. No, 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 it's your daughter. So the mom, like the community calling her using, the family name. I mean, I feel bad for her. But
But that's also touchy with
yeah.
with these cop situations. So as a social worker, do you recommend calling the
So
cops?
the cops knows about this girl. She
Okay.
have a history of mental health. So yes, if she's being unsafe to herself
hmm
and unsafe to others, calling the cops will be good. But a lot of people don't know 911 when you call. If you tell them that you're having mental health issues or someone that you love has a mental health issues, they have social workers in the 911 call. So
Mm.
they will transfer the number, and I've been inside there. Is the 911 call person, they have the fire department, and the social worker sits next to them. Social worker will assess and see how the situation is. And also, there is, I believe it's called CIT officers.
Hmm.
Maybe I'm not saying it right, but they are officers trained to deal with mental health, and that can be sent to the person as well.
And do you think it's received well based on like the cultural difference? Because I know like I can speak good English sometimes, but
Right,
sometimes I might slip up and speak my language, and then people are like drawn back because they hear such a heavy accent or something.
right,
So do you think receiving it on the other end sometimes it's received well or better? And I think that's where somebody like you would come
right.
in, where maybe you could be of an interpreter or somebody who understands the culture, because a lot of time that person on the 911 call may not be of Somalian descent.
Yes, but there is a girl that is Muslim in there,
Hmm.
a good friend of mine. Um, so, like I said, it's social workers, and I believe like all social workers do assessment
Hmm.
the same way because we care about people's mental health, their physical health, everything. Um, so yes, a lot of places are hiring Somali. So me
Awesome.
being a social worker in Somali,
Yeah.
I have more advantage to move up or get, different position
Yeah.
because Columbus is a lot of Somalis, right? We are the second largest Somali population in the United
I always
States,
thought we was the first. What's the first?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Oh, okay. Wow. Somebody got us beat. I thought we had.
No, they always been one.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so there's a lot of Somali girls that's going to social work,
Yeah.
and a lot of jobs are trying to hire um, immigrants, social workers,
Hmm.
a lot more so that way they can relate to the client they serve.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, definitely make sure, again, if you're a young lady, make sure you're reaching out, getting the right help, or a young man that you need, because, like she said, social work is very important. Mental health is important. There's help out here. I want to take this time to shout out Haitian Francois for allowing us to, be here in the Haiti headquarters and making this happen. In the course of this interview, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We do this thing on here where we ask, what's your mud, or kind of like what's your background.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of let you get a chance and tell that story. So that way, again, we always want to give back through these conversations, right? Again, this is a form of mental health. This is a safe place. So if you cannot reach her, make sure you're contacting us, and we can get you in contact with her if you want to make sure you get the necessary help you need. Okay. So just want to ask you, what's your mud? If you want me to give you an example, like my mud, we kind of touched on it a little bit. I'm West African. You know, grew up, been here since I was 8. Grew up in the States. Have had an opportunity to kind of see both sides of the world, because I speak very good English. I look very black. On the other hand, maybe not look so African. So I get both conversation. People like, literally, that's why I grew my hair, because people are like, oh no, you're not African. You just a regular black. So I'm like, now they be like, oh, are you Jamaican? And then I'm like, no, I'm not Jamaican. I'm Liberian. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now at least the conversation changed a little bit. But if you just see me with a haircut,
Right.
a fade, it's like just another, you know,
Right.
statistic. You know what I mean? But shout
Right.
out to my black brothers, because I also love it, because I grew up here, and I am black.
Right.
Like American black, because
Yeah.
I embody the culture. I love the
Right.
culture. I'm everything about it. So, but just in the same token, just want to keep my identity. So kind of grew my hair so people can, like, not just assume,
Mm-hmm.
but then I can get a chance to tell them about my heritage and my background. Like we said, I went to Walnut Ridge here,
Okay.
and then I went to Akron U, play a little bit of football here and there. But really, our bottom line here, now I'm with Smith, and our bottom line here is really to drive these social community conversations to the next level. One thing we want to do is follow up with people. So yes, we're having this conversation today. Maybe the next time we have this conversation is in your office. Maybe you may have a case or somebody you want to, want to talk to, and maybe it's a Somali event that you may have a table, kind of move these conversations further and further so we can reach the masses and help the people and put the key people in
Right.
front of these cameras so that way they can tell their story. And that's just been a passion of ours, and we're just continue to do it in a different way. So that's just kind of a little bit about my mud. So
Okay.
what's your mud?
So I am East African, Somali, and I'm Muslim. Um, I came here when I was I was 11 year old. I've been here since that. Um, just like you said, I do identify myself as a black Muslim woman
Hmm.
because we get in the culture. So yeah, I grew up Columbus. I lived Westerville when I came to the United States. After I got married, I moved back there. Um, I went to Mifflin High School.
Mifflin.
Mifflin, yes. My background being social work, I will advise
Yeah.
the young generation. A lot of people go to college and does not know what they want to do.
Mm.
I will say, please take the time. Don't waste so much time. There is a time limit for your financial aid. You don't want to keep taking classes and being prerequisites Columbus State. So I will advise the young generation to really focus and know what you want it to be. If you don't, at least to choose three things that you're really interested. Because when you get your bachelor, you can always change and get a different master.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So don't waste your time. I own home health care. If you need any help, if you have questions, my business is very new, but you can contact Aswar, and I will, give you some tips. If you have any mental health, if you know someone that is struggling with addiction or have any mental health, please get them help. There's a lot of resources out there. Children's is good for kids, and Medcare as well is good for adults. Talk to your doctor. Try to make your families understand and do not suffer alone.
That's good. That's good. I grew up here in Columbus, and I know a lot of Somalians, and I love my Somalian brothers and sisters, man. I'm telling you, from Somalians to Ethiopians to Eritreans, like my best friend is Eritrean. You know what I'm saying? So I love the culture. Something we didn't touch on that's like the best part of the culture is the food.
Yeah, and the
It's the
banana.
food. The plantains?
No,
The banana?
the regular banana. We eat banana with all our food.
Really?
Yeah,
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the
if you haven't
food.
tried it, get Somali food, get the hot sauce, and every bite you eat with a small piece of banana.
Really? I
Try
didn't
that.
know that. I've never tried that one. I like the rice, the longer rice,
Yeah,
the rice with the
lamb and
with
stuff.
the lamb, and then the celeries. Maybe not celery, but salad.
Yeah, salad. Yeah.
Salad on the side. I've never tried a banana though.
I'm surprised that they never tell you because
No,
if
never
I go
tried.
to a restaurant that is Somali food and there's no banana, I'm not eating. That's the first thing.
Okay, is it like
And
a
there's a
type
lot
of
of
banana? Like what kind of
regular
banana?
banana.
Regular banana.
Yeah, like
Really?
Walmart banana. Yeah.
Like is the banana has to be kind of ripe, kind of green?
No, it have to be
Well, like
yeah,
yeah.
like where you could taste the sweet.
So what's your favorite Somali dish?
Um, I would say rice
Okay.
and like beef steak or lamb. That's
Okay.
yeah, I can eat lamb every day.
And what's your favorite Somali restaurant here in Columbus?
That's a good one.
Shout them out.
See, I'm a very good cooker.
Uh-oh. She's
So
her own restaurant. So
no,
that's
no, I
it.
don't like. But my mom cooks, so most of the time I eat at her house.
Uh-huh.
There is a new restaurant. I think it's called Safina. It's
Hmm.
on Northern Lights.
Okay.
When we had an event at Buckeye Ranch, we ordered food. One of my team member ordered, and the food was really good. So
Okay.
yeah, but 99% I eat my food or my mom's food.
Good, good, good.
Yeah.
So are we invited to the cookout?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. We gonna pull
Definitely.
up.
Yep.
I'm trying to pull up, get some
I'll
of that
make sure that
banana.
there's bananas.
Make sure we get the banana, man. You heard it here first. I'm trying to grow my TikTok. I just got one. Smith on there, got a couple followers. I'm on there. But hey, do you have a TikTok or Instagram
Yes,
or what you
I
got?
just started TikTok to educate the community. Most of the time I speak Somali so they can understand those that do not speak English. But then I put some information about other mental health, foster parent, licensing in English as well.
Yeah.
So I'm new to it. I'm learning, but my TikTok is Nafisa at Nafisa 2024.
You make money on there?
Not yet, but I make $3 the other day. I don't know
There you
how.
go.
I have no
That's
idea how I
money though.
made
You
it.
made $3, right?
I didn't know how. I'm still trying to figure it out. So if you know how to make
So that video must have been like, you probably got a lot of views on that video then.
not a lot. Not a lot. I haven't checked it, but
How do you make money without getting a lot of views? I
So-
thought it was all about the view thing.
no. So what happened was there was a community thing that was happening, like a discussion. I ended up being in the discussion, and it was about mental health. So it kind of hit some people's nerve, and some people liked it. So I guess the people that liked is the one that gave me the $3.50.
Oh, so it was a
like-
donation.
Yeah, you know how they give you like a flower or whatever?
Yeah.
So the next day it was say, your reward is $3.50. I was like, whoa, I'm making money.
Hey, come like, man, my TikTok hit that. I won't get about an M. A
So I'll let
letter.
you know when I figured out how to make money.
No. Let's figure out together. You want to make the money, Dylan? Nah. Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you get this, don't forget about us little people. Okay.
I make $3. And that's how much the water costs. So for me,
I know, right?
yeah, it's $3.50 exactly a water.
You
so,
you was
I
able
need
to
to
get
figure
some
it out.
drink that day.
right.
That's
right,
it. That's
right.
all we need. I need to make $3. True. But now, okay. We'll show you the finished product.
No, because I was like, somebody told me I can sing like Mariah Carey. Like, no, no. He can say like your voice. Do people?
You seen Cat Williams interview on Cup Shake?
Listen, I do not want to be
This is
viral.
gold.
I do not want to viral.
I think your
cannot
voice is
sing.
deep. You just said it. You would literally just.
Really?
Yeah, you was like, no.
Can you please say that?
You said people asked me I could sing.
Yeah, because I have that thing. You better not record it, Speed. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like I have that. What do you call it?
Hoarse, like a little hoarse voice. You know, people been like singing all day. Their voice get kind of.
That's bad.
I don't know.
That I
Why your
cannot
voice
sing.
sound like that?
I was born with it.
You can never make that moment again.
No. Listen,
you can never
listen.
recreate
No, listen.
it.
I was born with it, and people like really think I can sing, but I cannot really sing. I was like, you don't want that but the windows will break. All my siblings always tell me that I don't sing.
So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for your time. You're welcome here anytime. Like I said, the next time we have this conversation, hopefully maybe it's a Buckeye Ranch event, or maybe it's your own company event,
Definitely.
you know, whatever, or, you know, anybody else you know, definitely let them know to come talk to us. We welcome them with open arms. So
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This was really good
yeah,
and interested. So thank you.
no problem.